Libras, welcome to your mid-month tune-up. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is below. Just send me an email. We can set that up. Otherwise, let's find out what's going on. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Libras for the middle of November 2019? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine for their greater good? Any messages you have for Libras middle of November will be greatly appreciated. What do you see? What do they need to know? Can you please show me general energies for Libras for the middle of November? Hold on, I didn't like it. General energies for Libra, middle of November, the Two of Swords in reversed. Keep in mind, I'm uploading my 2020 Sun Moon readings. I'm taking requests in my comments. Be sure to post yours, and while you're waiting, go check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. The Hermit card in the challenge position. Also, if you have a question, ask me on the Instant Go app. I'll get it to you in 24 hours. I'm also on Facebook. I'm also on Insta. Device position, we have the Six of Cups in reversed. Oh, I feel like this might be a love reading. It's headed that way. And then if you could like, share, subscribe, and/or click the donation link below. Toss me a few pennies in appreciation of my efforts. That would be great. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Okay, I feel like well, I mean, I guess this could be a relationship in any kind. It's about a relationship. It's about a connection. Let's put it that way. So the general energies, I see you trying to decide what you're going to do in regards to this. You don't really know which way to kind of go because either of the ways are unfavorable. Okay, either of the ways are going to have consequences. The outcome is going to have issues associated with it. So you're really, really reluctant to decide. I mean, I think you've boiled it down to these two things. And I really think the two things are, should I stay or should I go? Should I continue on with this person or should I leave this person? And you're saying, if I continue on with this connection, this relationship, then, it's going to be crappy. If I leave them, it's going to be crappy. So either way, you just aren't relishing having to pick one or to go in either direction. And I could see this as being a boss or a family member, or it could be a lot of things. So I'm keeping it at relationship or a connection that you have to somebody. Now, in your challenge position, we have the Hermit card, which is the card of Virgo, if that resonates. But the challenge here is being single, I think, or being alone and being lonely. And you guys don't like being alone. You don't like being lonely. Okay, so in one of these choices, that kind of factors in. That if you no longer have a connection with this person, or you're no longer in a relationship with this person, you will be single, you will be alone, you'll be off on your mountain, so you're going to have a lot of solitude. And I don't feel, I mean, you guys are social creatures. You like to have people around you for the most part. So I don't think, that's a consequence or that's an after effect of this that you're really running towards and that you're happy about. It's actually a challenge for you. The advice, we have the Six of Cups, so they're kind of saying, don't hold on to something just out of nostalgia. I mean, you might be holding on to all the good memories about this. You might be remembering all the rosy times. You might be remembering when things are really good, and you're not really seeing the reality of why you should leave this situation, okay? So if you're just staying in it because you have a past connection with this person, if you're staying in it just because you have children with this person, they're saying that that's probably not the right reasons to kind of stay in this, okay? So let go of the nostalgia, get grounded, look at the situation realistically, and you're going to have to make a decision, I feel like, in November. I feel like you make the decision, and either they're out or you're out, because we have the Five of Pentacles here. So this is someone being put out in the cold. I almost feel like it's you getting thrown out. So, you getting thrown out of the relationship. It could be either or. I shouldn't really say in either way. But the thing is, as you kind of move forward, it ends up being, a real challenge for you, a real test for you. Because now you've been cast out into the cold. You have nobody with you. I mean, maybe you're toting a kid behind you. Maybe you do have children together and you bring the kid with you. But you're out on your own and you're alone. So or you throw the person out and they take the kid and they're alone. But either way, I feel like that's how it ends. Somebody's out of the picture. The decision gets made, whether it's them making it or you making it. Why is this Two of Swords here in reverse? And that could very well be you being asked to leave a position, a company. You being asked to leave your family says, hey, you know what? You've been here too long. You haven't been paying any rent. You need to go. You know, so, and not saying you don't pay your rent, but like just a family being like, you know, you said you'd be on your feet in a year. That hasn't happened. So now you have to go. Something like that. Or vice versa. You could be doing that to somebody. Why is this Two of Swords here in reverse for Libras? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for this Two of Swords in reverse for Libras. Mid-December. Who is this person? What's this energy? Yeah, you're not accepting that this is over and done with. You're not accepting that this isn't a healthy situation. We have the Death card here in reversed. You could be the provider. Somebody could be the provider for you. To me, I think it's an arrangement between two people, but it's not really like a partnership. Or like there isn't love there. It's a very practical arrangement between two people. So I think you realize there's something better out there, that it needs to come to an end because of that. And I see the Page of Wands here. So you are very inspired and you do want things to change, but I think you want them to change, like have a new beginning. So you're kind of saying to yourself, you know, if I could get this figured out, if I could get this wrapped up, then I'm free to, you know, start something that is new and energetic and something I'm very excited about and change. And that's what but you're kind of stuck here in the middle. Why is the Hermit card here in the challenge position for Libras? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Hermit card for Libras in the challenge position mid-November. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Queen of Pentacles. So I think the challenge here is, one, you don't want to be alone. Two, you're having a really hard time taking action on this. Okay, I think you're hemming, you're hawing, you're going back and forth. The challenge is just doing this. Not having any fears of anything, saying this needs to be done, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it. Sometimes the King of Wands does it in a hasty fashion, but he gets stuff done. He makes it happen. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. When we get into the Wheel of Fortune, this is a gamble of some sort. To you kind of feel like the challenge is, if you do this, you're kind of like playing the roulette wheel. And the Wheel of Fortune is very cyclical. So you're kind of wondering how is this all going to land? What slot is the ball going to land in? And this is something that has you a little bit uneasy because you're really kind of taking a risk. You're taking a gamble with this. And you're wondering if financially it's going to be upsetting to you. You're wondering if your safe place is going to be upset because we have the Queen of Pentacles here. And this could also be somebody that you're in a relationship with or you have a connection with, and they've always taken care of everything. So they take care of the family and they pay the bills and they make sure that you're comfortable and they're very independent and you can count on them. They're a rock. And I think the challenge is that if you end this, you will no longer have that. So I think that's kind of part of it too. And that could be a boss. Why is the Six of Cups here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this energy for Libras? Advice position. Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Six of Cups here in reverse for Libras? Yeah, I mean, you holding on to this out of nostalgia is really weakening you, okay? And it's causing you to doubt if you can kind of follow through with this. So you'll feel like you should do this. Like, okay, I need to leave this person. I'm going to do this. Then all of a sudden, you start lacking confidence and you start doubting if you can do this. And then you say, okay, I can leave this person. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it today. And then you retreat and go, well, I have a history with this person. They really have a nice kind of side to them. And here is the Eight of Pentacles. And let me pull one more card. And the Page of Swords. All right. So part of you wants to work on this. Okay. You want to work on this relationship. Figure out what's wrong with it, what's going on. Can we get it to a better place, you know, or this connection? Can we get to a better place? Can we come to some kind of understanding? And part of you wants to work on that, but you want to work on that because of the nostalgia that you're attached to. But I don't think that it's going to work out well for you. If you do, and I'm sorry I had that pause, I was just trying to figure out how to phrase this. If you're going to do this, okay, if you're going to exit this, which I'm feeling like you need to do, or you might be considering, you go back and forth, you flip-flop, okay? You need to tell the person how you feel. You can't be fearful of saying something. And I feel you have fear of telling this person, hey, it's been a great run, but this just isn't working out anymore. And I want to move on to something new. And so that's part of it. So you can't have a fear of expressing how you really feel. You have to communicate to this person what's up, okay? But you flip-flop, like I said, you go back and forth. If you want to work on the relationship, then communicate that to them and say, hey, I think we can work on this. I'm doubtful. Tell them that too. Say, I'm doubtful if it's going to work. I'm doubtful if we're going to be able to fix it, but it is something I'm going to try to work on. So, and because we have kids together, because we have memories, because, just because, and we shouldn't stay with each other just because we have a history. You know what I mean? These things need to be spoken and need to be said, and I feel like you're not saying those things. Why is the Five of Pentacles here in the upright for Libras? Middle of November. Who is this person? Was this energy? Additional messages for the Five of Pentacles in the upright for Libras. Who is this person? What is this energy? Judgment card in reverse. Well, that's not good. Yeah, you end up not reconciling with this person. I don't know why that came out in maybe I flipped it the wrong way. So you end up not reconciling with this person. I feel like part of it is you kind of looked at everything you've been through and how things are, and you decide no. So you boot them out. You boot them out or you leave. It's one or the other. King of Wands here. I feel like when you do that, you feel like the leader again. You feel strong. You feel powerful again. Okay? I feel like you're kind of getting back to your old self when you do this. Once you kind of realize, and you have the realization, it's not going to work, someone's got to go. And it's going to be you, or it's going to be me, but somebody's leaving. Now, I see you having some doubts here because you're wondering how it's going to affect your finances. So even like in the final stages, you're still doubting if you did the right thing. You still don't have confidence that you're doing the right thing. You feel powerful and you're like, good, I made it happen, I decided. I think you feel powerful because you made a decision and you had the power to step up, be the leader and say, hey, this isn't working out. We need to go our separate ways. You need to leave. But the Ace of Swords, like I said, has you, again, doubting. Or I don't know if you're 100% confident about it. And then you have concerns about monetarily how it's going to affect you. So, maybe this is a situation where you're going to have to take on the other person's half of the rent, or you're going to have to pay out alimony or child support, or you're going to have to divide property. So I see you kind of holding on and being very conservative with your money and kind of hunkering down because you think it's going to affect you practically or financially. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. Okay, so if this is your story, if it resonates, consider a personal reading. Rates info, email or below. Just send me an email. Otherwise, put up your request for your 2020 Sun Moon readings. Check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. Check me out. If you have a question, ask me on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram. Was that it? Oh, like, share, subscribe. And then if you would like to donate, there's a donation link below. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye, Libras.